Hello, hello, my crafty friends. Man, what is it, Thursday today? I'm not coming up live yet. Let me... Oh, there I am. Might need to get a little bit closer. Hope that you guys are all having a good week. I've had an interesting week with sick people, and I don't want to get sick. Okay. Make sure I can't hear myself and we don't have the back and forth. I feel like I have an echo. Let me see. All right, who is with me? Anybody yet? Say hello, hello when you get here. It's not really morning, but I like the coffee cup. Hey, Barbara, how are you? Thank you for your order. It came in. You know, I was still looking for Tombow. I love that I have a box of Tombow around here somewhere, but I do not know where the box of Tombow is. Things that make you go, Good news is I have about 12 of these, so I can make it work. We're going to be looking at, let me pull out the piece of paper, or the, not Peaceful Days. Not per se the workshop, but because I have the paper, I really wanted to like do something with it besides just have it. It's so pretty. I love blues. So we're going to look at how very pretty this is. Got some colors of cardstock out here. Got some pretty ribbon that goes with it. Isn't that just pretty? I almost thought silver edged ribbon it is called. And it is kind of that misty, what do they call it? Misty moonlight. So Barbara, have you played with this paper yet, just out of curiosity? I have so much on my table that it is out of control again. I'm going to have to spend a few hours this weekend cleaning up the mess. And so I thought, I grabbed some cute things. I don't know which one we'll end up using, but Peace on Earth and Peaceful Days are the stamp sets that are designed to work with this and that are in the suites. Peaceful Days, I believe, is more the scrapbooking one, if memory serves me correct on this. I thought we should put together something, and there are in here. So we have these really cute nesting. Hey there! How are you, my friend? We can make 2 white doves. Oh my goodness, you guys, I'm challenged. Oh, Well, please listen. Don't do anything crazy. We do not need anybody to have any accidents. So this has a lot of words. The doves, which are good for weddings, funerals, Christmas. There is another dove with the olive branch. Is that a religious thing, or is that just a Linda thinks that she might know something thing? I'm trying to remember here. So I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold this in half. No accidents allowed, right? And then I also pulled out this Babbles thing in case you wanted to do something with Christmas, and then Christmas labels. This is really fun. I don't know if you guys have noticed this one in there. It's kind of like one of those you don't see, but the dies are really neat. And they have a lot of like extra little, they don't cut, but they emboss. So it gives you an embossed and cut piece. And some great things. These actually work over the, I'll show you this because it's really neat. I think it's really cool. See, like, cut that out and see how it fits. It's a hot cocoa kind of day. Celebrate the holidays in many ways. I think that is really neat to be able to do that. So I'm going to, this is my bigger one that I want to do something else with. All I did is fold a piece of, it's a sign of peace. Okay, Bernice. But I feel like there is another holiday that I am missing in my head that uses doves as a signature in the holiday. I mean, people use the doves for weddings. They use them. I guess it really would be Noah's Ark, wouldn't it? All right, what did I forget? I forgot that one piece. Make 2 sandwich right, guys, so it will work. I tell you, I have way too much stuff going on in my house here. I get on this creative mode and my desk just, and my side tables just blow up with all these projects happening. Now, next week we're going to have our Stamp It Your Way class. Everybody should have their kits by now. And we're going to have the Stamp It Your Way class. And we have Paper Pumpkin Party. So if you have a Stamp It Your Way kit for last month, might be Easter, maybe. I'm just being really kind of a space cadet here. Nice details in this. And so here's this. But look at how cute this is. To put like it's a hot cocoa kind of day on it. And you could run things through. Yeah, so I think some really neat pieces to do here. We got our little doves out here. And I was in the need, believe it or not, for another sympathy card. And I thought, this is so pretty that I'm going to use it to make a sympathy card that says heartfelt prayers. And then with our deepest sympathies inside. Because by gosh, if I have to say, you know, heartfelt prayers. Our neighbor's partner of many, many years passed away kind of out of the blue. Started having some heart troubles, was going to go in for surgery, and then just didn't make it out of surgery, which is, I don't know, she's not that much older than I am. I'm finding these people who have situations happen to them that feel like they're very, very close to me as far as like age goes. I don't like it. It's really not something that makes me really super happy or confident. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but geez, Louise, I am not. Ooh, I like this. I like the lighter with that blue. I'll cut 2 of them. I do like that the dies that Stampin' Up has that do not have the multiple or details in them. So like I'm just going to cut this out. The details, I should be like putting these dies somewhere where they don't get lost. You can cut 2 of them out if they're really intricate dies. It's, in my humble opinion, your best interest to just run them through one at a time. All right, maybe I won't be doing this. I know it's here somewhere. I just can't find it. I did put up Di's address in the group. She is now in a rehab facility in Annapolis/Edgewater. She's going to be there for a couple months. She has been able to put weight on the leg, and she let me know that she actually walked a few steps. Or actually not a few steps, a few feet. Of course, she's on a walker, so I got really excited till she told me not to get excited because she's still on a walker. But I still think it's like a big deal, right? I mean, she's been sitting in a bed for months, so any kind of anything is a huge deal. Okay, so we've done that. Let's make it hard. 2, 3, 10, right? From the Ark. The doves return with the olive branch. Aha! You guys are amazing. And I saw that card you sent me. Actually, you sent me a couple, Bernice, so I'm really excited to kind of play with that. Loop back around and play with that. I want to make a sympathy card. I feel like this is really good paper for that. I want something that's a little bit more. Maybe we'll use that. And I do like this darker color and feel like this will set off nicely on it with this paper. And I'm thinking about how I want to do this. I think I want to change directions of the paper. See what you get when you get me? This indecisive. I want this to be 5.5. I know, I love you guys that have the ability to have time to like find cute things. So that's going to be our next card, the last one you sent, because I thought, oh my gosh, I really, really, really like that card that you sent. And I have the black and white paper, and I'm never really good at black and white for Christmas. I am for like New Year's, I am for weddings. Oops, that does not work. Okay. Now this does have this is the two-tone cardstock. I do like it when I'm doing a lot of layers because it does make it a little bit less bulky and heavy, which is not my normal mode of operandi, but since the post office continues to send me back stuff, much to my dismay, they and I are not getting along again. Especially when I have weighed out my stuff. So like I know what it's going to be because I didn't, you know, I checked it. I got another, interestingly enough, I got another one of my 6x6 backs, envelopes back. And it said I needed only like 21 more cents for that one, and the other one basically said I needed $1.20. So I do not know, and they're both going to Maryland, so none of it makes a ton of sense. All right. Now, that's a little bit too off for me, so I'm not going to use that. There is a difference in coloring between it's not super huge, but you definitely like have 3 different colors, which could be very useful. Could be very useful, but not in these circumstances for me is it useful. I want 4 1/4. I need to have a 5 1/4 piece of paper. I'm looking at how these plants are growing, and that's kind of important to me. And it's going to be the top part of the card. I'm going to do a smaller. I might make this a little bit bigger, maybe. We'll see. This I'm using because I can use it as a base for reference. So I know that I need to have this down to here. That's also not a bad idea to be able to add to it. Here, we went through this whole thing about testing the different paper. And I want this very... Here it is, because I don't want it to be like ugly. That's not the word I'm looking for, but I do want it to be more subtle. And this picks up that blue in there, see? And it makes it so pretty. This is going to be the bottom part of that. I'm going to make it 2 inches. Hope you guys are writing this all down. So here we go. So I do this, 2 inches. I'm going to do that. And I brought that really, really super pretty ribbon out. The question is, dark? That might be a little bit too... not subtle. So what happens if I put it onto the midnight cardstock? What do you guys think? Should I stick with the Misty or should I go with the Night of Navy? What do you guys think? While you guys think that, I'm going to cut these 2 pieces here really quick. To my 5 1/4 because I'm using that 4 inch by 5 1/4 inch base, and that looks to be need approximately 1 1/4 inch. You're late to the party, but you're still here. They have a saying for it. So I do that. Not writing anything, that's what replays are for. Isn't that the truth? I am completely guilty of that. 100%. I find that I actually do better when I watch something first and then go back through and write down my, oh, I need to do this, or oh, that makes sense, and or I start to work on something. Pat's vote is lighter. Okay, so that. And that little is a belly band of this. And that's 1 1/4. It's not really a belly band, but okay. So I just have some pieces here, It is not complete by any means. Do I have a desk? Calling one desk. But this is pretty too. Look at that prettiness. That would have been really good. Nice and subtle piece for that too. If you really wanted to not have like the flowers be a part of it and go a little bit more somber, that would be a great paper. It doesn't work so well with that, I don't think, but with this soft mist, it works really well. There is a desk and an on the loose creature that we don't need on the loose. All right. So we made one card, and we're going to make two more. Put the inside of that card in. But we're going to build on this, and I'll show you why in a second. This is the top part of our card. You're the same, yeah. Especially like the classes that Stampin' Up or Close to My Heart did. I feel like a couple of those instructors that are teaching us on those virtual classes that they do are fast. And heck, it isn't even virtual. I've been to lots of in-persons with them. And it is very overwhelming to deal with all that. Okay, I'm not right to the edge. I really need this to be right on the edge. I don't want any white. I have a little bit of white that's showing up. And when you put it on a darker piece, it's going to. And those are nice and smoothly cut. Then I'm going to take my ribbon and wrap it around that. Use the glue dot. Take my pokey tool, grab another, and this will help me keep it nice and centered. That down, and now you can actually add a little bow or something to the top of it and save some of the ribbon, so you're not utilizing as much ribbon. I don't think there's a right or wrong, but I do know that people and by going at 1.25 inches, I'm able to go over the top of both of these and have no transition at all to it. I'm going to pop this up. And take my card and put it up onto here like this. That 3D popping up. I am not 100% sure what's going to count in the post office for weighing this up. Okay. Oh, the wrong side of that one fell onto that. Let's hope that has some stick left in it. So blues are like one of the colors that I really like. That's a little bit off on there. Dye would tell us that nothing matters from an airplane. I'm going to use my Night of Navy, though, to do my stamping. It will to be really bold on this, kind of like a black, but not in your face black. The beauty of clear is you can line it up. Has anybody got any of the new packaging or seen any of the new packaging come out yet? Just out of curiosity. Pretty, pretty. I'm looking. I think I'm going to need another one because I need, this is an example of what not to do. And the what not to do has to do with, I did pull out the sympathy with deepest sympathy, and I did stick it out here. But heaven knows what it's actually stuck to because it's sticky. And so it is probably in this pile of paper over here. But that will be the inside of my card. This is going to go onto, I like the lighter. Put together on this. Shoot. Beautiful nesting die. They are longer envelopes, yes. They are, I want to say 6 inches by 9 and change. I did put it up in the group, so they definitely are. I did get some of the new envelopes in to see if I wanted to transition anything in. I'm kind of struggling about whether or not I'm going to add, because I like having my dies and stamps, the set together inside my stamp case. So I kind of think I might miss the stamp case. We're kind of going back to CTMH, but that doesn't bother me. Yeah. So how's everybody's week been? What do you think? So we got that. Let's find us some doves. Oh, these are flexible. So like you can add, ooh, guys, this is really cool. So the feathers are apart or cut through so that they can be spread. Pokey tools are probably better for this than my fingers, honestly. He's going to be down here in this corner. And because I want him to have the wings to have a lot of lift in there, I am only going to put glue in here. You good week, busy day? Good. I love to hear that you guys are having good weeks. That is really, really nice. Jeff is feeling better. I am grateful. That poor man was not doing very good there for a while. So here I can show you, it will be a little bit easier to get that curl into that. And you can create sort of that 3D look on that. I'm going to tuck him a little bit behind that so that there's a little bit of overlap there, but also so that my wings are not pressed down. And what I did with this is that I have part of this wing glued down in the back flat, and this one is not glued at all. The glue gun is from Sweet Petunia. And I use my art glitter glue. I mean, everybody kind of has a favorite glue. I have really tried to make friends with a Tombow and have decided that I really love what I do or use. Oh, guys. So that is super simple. And when I find the sympathy stamp, I will put it in here. Notice the when I'm going to find it. And I am going to cut out the pieces. I only need one sympathy card right now, but I'm going to cut out enough pieces and stamp this so that somebody can have a card to put together. Here's one of those. There's a top and a bottom to that. So if you would like the materials to put together a card, there'll be one winner, and I have a number. Pick a number between 1 and 30. I'm going to put this into a card with you. I'll have the ribbons and the embellishments. Yeah, it's a really pretty suite. And I was like, I've had this, and I started to do something with it, and then I quit doing something with it. So now it's time to pull it out, finish up these, and then I'm going to make another one for myself. But this is all part of this card, and I did it with this paper. $22. This is going to be a winner takes all kind of card. Free shipping. That is today and tomorrow. I actually need to figure out what my order is, but I need to get it in. Lord have mercy, guys. We cannot leave free shipping out. It is super important. Pat Henderson, you're an instant winner. You are right on the number. It is 14. So everybody congratulate Pat. And Pat, I will slide this into the package that I need to put together for you. Oh, you need another white piece. Is that the same size? Yep. Look at that, Pat. You get to make a card all by your lonesome. So that takes us to 432. Not too bad, guys. Pat, congratulations. There will be some embellishments. They need to be very subtle embellishments. I just have to figure out what constitutes subtle. I thought there was something that went with these, but I have to look it up to figure out what went with this particular set. A little bit of subtle glitter might work, but not. Okay, you didn't see this. What do you think, guys? Silver gems. Simple, subtle, beautiful. There we go. I sure hope that's sympathy, because we struggle to have really good sympathy. And I will stamp the inside of the card too. So it's all going to come all to you ready to go, just like this. And anybody who thinks that like having, you know, a little class like this, you know, doing something. I'm trying to think up some new ways to kind of change things up in the business. So if you think of anything or have ideas for classes and that, please let me know. For those of you guys who are my customers, my VIP customers, there is a new card direction kit in the VIP group. So go hop into there to the VIP group, because you guys get special things. As a huge thank you for the amazing people that you are and sticking it out with me. Headed to 26, year 26 coming up. Talk to you later. Take care, guys.